So, what we did was like, once to recap once again here. 2019, I didn't get the stream for the last quarter of it, so I missed Halloween, I missed Christmas, I missed a whole bunch of shit. But we've caught up since then. Now that we're streaming again, we did our Halloween with Resident Evil, we did our Christmas with Pokemon Christmas. So, I think now let's celebrate New Year's by recapping 2019. All the games we streamed in 2019. We're going to rank them using that tier meme that was also popular in 2019 for about a month. I'm sure there's people still doing the tier thing, but fuck me. So, with that said, let's start. Let's just do this alphabetically. Right? Fucking... No, I'm not going to fucking... Computer's telling me to update in the middle of a stream. Like, fuck no. Aricia says, wait, you did Fortnite? Yes. Me and Noodle did a fucking Fortnite stream. That was fun. I actually had fun with it. Noodle says, so are we ranking the games or ranking the streams? No, because all the streams would be an F rank. Let's be realistic here. No, we're ranking just the games. Or at least what I think of the games. Because, you know, if you fucking listen to Google, it'd be like, oh, fucking Apex Legends is the greatest game ever. Saltwater sport fishing, you can't even find on Google. It might as well not even exist. So, no, we're ranking the games. So how does this work? Whose opinion is it? It's mainly mine. Yeah, it's mainly mine, but the reason I wanted you here, and I wanted to do it live as opposed to just recording it for YouTube and just doing it as a video, is because I expect there to be some disagreements with my opinion, right? And I'm willing to listen, and I'm willing to fucking play it out, right? Lad says, Fortnite flossing on the competition. Fortnite, yeah, we'll get there. Fortnite's early on. Like I said, we'll do this alphabetically. Fuck it. I got nothing fancy beyond that. But let's start, and then we'll figure it out as we go along. I didn't put a whole lot of thought into this. And Noodle says, well, I'm excited if you're going to do a good talk about each game. I want to. That's the thing. I'm not just here to fucking play the character of fucking trash. You know, where like, oh, fucking Super Mario 64, fuck that game, that's an F rank because who cares? And oh, Urusai Sir, that's an S game because no one's heard of it. I'm not here to play that. I'm here to like legitimately break down each sort of game, you know? But let's start. Apex Legends. I'm so excited then. Well, we'll see. If I was smart at this, I would have fucking like wrote down a script of points for each game, but I'm just gonna kind of fly. This is gonna be on the fucking improv. But Apex Legend, Arethius, you should change your title in game so you don't get Pokemon nerds wondering where Pikachu is. That's right. Thank God Arethius is here. I don't even know what to change it to. I'm just gonna change it to just chatting. That's what it is. Ranking my 2019 streamed games. Do. Just chatting. How the fuck? I don't want IRL. Fuck it. I'm probably the only just chatting / IRL stream that doesn't have a camera or nothing. All right. But yeah, no. So let's dive in here. Apex Legends was one of the first battle royale type games. Noodle says, I think I know where Dauntless is going. But it was one of the first battle royale type games I played. I think I played PUBG once before. So Apex Legends, because it was my first, I'm a little biased towards it, right? I actually had a lot of fun with it. Fortnite's like fun, but it's cartoony. It's and there's so much other shit going on that the fighting is kind of whatever. Yet Apex Legends wasn't some fucking great. Like I felt the balancing was really shitty in it. You know, because you could fucking, and it could just be a skill level thing, but it took me like 30, 40 shots to kill someone, and they're still bouncing around. Meanwhile, headshot on me, I'm down to one shot. That's kind of fucked up. Who knows? So I'm thinking Apex Legends, right? We're gonna put this right in C. I'm thinking. Noodle says, I also had some good times with Apex, but it became harder to play somehow. Well, I think that's also because a lot more of the casuals who wanted to try it out started leaving the game, and so it's just people who are good at the game. That Noodle agrees with C. Good. I think it's middle of the road. I think, depending on what my mood is when I go to play it, is what I'll think of it. There might be some days where I might think it might be a B. I don't know if it'd be high enough for an A. And there might be other days where I'm thinking D or E. So I think C is good. Fucking Crossout. Now Crossout, I am 100% biased. I don't fucking even hide the shit. I fucking love those old Twisted Metal, Critical Depth, Vigilante 8, fucking vehicle combat games. That's my shit. And I love the fact that it's like Lego for adults, where you can piece it all together or whatever. Have you seen some of this shit in there? They got walking robots and shit like that. It's fucking amazing game. And I don't know, maybe it's just my skill set, but it seems really easy. As long as you're playing smart, you can win even with a shitty truck, right? So, for that, S, I don't think there's going to be any S's or F's in this fucking, so I'm going to put this promptly in A. I still think there's a little bit more that could be done to it, but otherwise it's pretty much a perfect game if you're into that type of game. That's what I'm feeling, at least. Noodle says you can't be biased. How dare you? Your name's Trash and Treasure. That's totally unbiased name. You're not allowed to have a fucking strong opinion. That's funny too. My name literally is Trash and Treasure, and I just said I'm not going to rank anything F or S probably. That's my whole name is essentially SNF. Onwards. Noodle says, if Apex sets the bar in a way, Crossout has to be a B. You didn't like Crossout all that much? Well, I don't know, Noodle. Actually, that's checks out. You probably didn't. I don't remember you enjoying Crossout all that much. I thought it was a great game. I really enjoyed it. I've played it tons of times outside of streaming. I fucking love that game. Noodle says he prefers Crossout to Apex. Fair enough. Next is Dark Cloud. That's the game that started all of this. Literally, the reason why we're all here, essentially, enjoying this is because of fucking Dark Cloud. It was the game I remember I was sick. I had the fucking flu, and up until then I had been recording games purely for YouTube, editing them, making reviews and shit, blah blah blah. And I decided, no, I'm just gonna switch it up. I'm gonna try streaming. And I decided to do Dark Cloud because I had like a little throat infection. I was home from work, and it was just such good fun, man. That got everyone fucking in. All this is because of Dark Cloud. Lad says Noodle is going to be pissed when Super Mario 64 comes up. I like how it's way at the bottom too, so you got to sit through a lot of shit to get to those ones. But Dark Cloud. Dark Cloud is fucking fun. It really is. But it's fun in like a really boring way. I like going in and spending 3 hours killing monsters to get a little bit of experience on my sword so I could add a little more firepower to it, you know, or make it a little bit quicker to attack. But realistically, the story is short. You can't judge it on graphics. It is a 20-year-old game, right? But like story-wise, short, level-wise, it's not bad, a little repetitive. I'm going to put Dark Cloud. I'm going to put Dark Cloud. I'm going to put Dark Cloud in A as well. I was going to put it B, but you know what? This is me. This is my fucking stream here. It's an A. It still holds up. I can gladly pick that up. It'll probably be a while because I just beat it fucking October, right? Maybe no, not even. I guess I probably August. It might be a year, and then I'll pick it up and I'll fucking enjoy it. I'll fucking enjoy the hell out of it. Noodle says, if you want an RPG where you don't really have to concentrate, Dark Cloud's for you. That's really it. You know, I'll just throw a podcast or a movie on one screen and play it on the other, and I'll fucking enjoy myself. I really do love that grind shit. Noodle says, I put it in A too. Despite its flaws, it's great. Yeah, it holds up. Even the shit you can knock on it, like the graphics falling apart, although that could just be because I used the broken dagger. But, you know, and some of the simplicity and, you know, a little repetitive, not very deep. It doesn't have to be. It's just a lovely fucking game. Ah, yes, the black sheep of fucking 2019, Dauntless. Fucking Noodle says, I've been craving Dark Cloud recently. Maybe I'll stream it again. It might as well. I still think at least me and you know, even if Tome doesn't come back, should do our race, the Demon Shaft race. I think that would be fucking good. Lad just says E. That's right. Dauntless was a cool fucking time because that was Lad's first and only ever stream. Remember, it was me, Psychic Noodle, and Lad all fucking playing Dauntless together. That was fucking fun as hell too. We had like the first part was like, okay, we're playing Dauntless. It's fine. You know, it's us versus one monster, and it's a little repetitive, and you know, we wish there was more monsters around. I don't know. And then we just, at once, I remember the exact moment was fucking when, I think Noodle said that I'm not collecting these mushrooms anymore. Because there's little mushrooms to build up your weapons and shit. And Noodle just said, I'm not collecting no more. And then just in my head, I'm like, yeah, fuck this game. I'm not doing this shit either. And so that was it. Dauntless was fucking gone. We just made fun of it for the rest of the stream. And it was so fucking funny. Arisa says mushrooms to build weapons seems legit. Exactly, just such a fun. You had to pick flowers and shit. There's one fucking boss per level, and no minions or nothing. It was a shitty game, and it was just trying to fucking be a free Monster Hunter world. Lad says it's done good, but it's very repetitive. Wonder if they've improved it by now. I don't know. I couldn't even imagine getting back into it. So I didn't like the art style. The game itself, when you were actually in the boss fight, there was some sort of fun to be had, but everything else was pretty shitty. And then in the end too, you can't even think of it nicely because it was just a cash grab. So I am putting it fucking E. Because it was free. If I had paid even $1, that would be a fucking F. But because it was free, fine, it gets an E. That's its only saving grace. You know? Fucking God. Yeah, Lad says it gets boring. Look, Noodle even says E. Yeah. Diablo. Fucking Diablo. I haven't actually gotten around to editing Diablo yet. I'm still working on it because it's fucking like 6 and 8 hour streams I gotta cut up with like fucking 3 to 4 people playing it at the same time. It's just fucking... It's time consuming, you know? Yeah, Noodle says S. No. Diablo is so fucking... Diablo is an instant S. No way. Diablo is short. The first stream with you guys and Noodle was gold, says Arethius. Lad says fucking B. B is closer to what I'm thinking just off the gut. But let me, in my head, let me figure this out. Because, like, Diablo was fun. Of course it was fun. I'm not going to... immediately, it's not going to be an F, E, or D. There's no fucking way. But it's also short. I don't like the way it's leveled out. Arisa says he hates Diablo, but that was high quality content. Those were good fucking streams. I remember the ending when we finally beat the game, and it clearly had not been programmed right, so it just stopped the game, and fucking we're just sitting there beating on the dead body, just laughing. Fucking those were the best streams ever. But does that affect the fucking game? I don't know. It is a fun game. But a short game, it's hard too, man. It was fucking hard. It was difficult, and for that, I'm gonna say B. I'm gonna say B. You know, Diablo. It was a great game, but it had a lot of flaws. But it's an older game too, so I don't know if you can really blame those flaws on it. What are you gonna do? I say B, because for me, I would way prefer playing Crosshair Dark Cloud over Diablo, and I would really prefer playing Diablo over Apex. So that just makes sense to me. Noodle says Diablo is short. Go to village, find out the devil's going to doing devil stuff. Walk down to hell, beat the devil, finger the corpse. That's right. Give the coochie coochie treatment to the fucking King Leoric and his little 10-year-old body. Lad says especially hard when someone fucks up. Well, that's a whole nother thing. No, so to me that makes sense. Diablo's the B. It's a great B game. You got to be really into it. I only played the first time I ever touched Diablo was fucking 2019, so I didn't have any sort of nostalgia to it. Otherwise, I would probably rank it a fucking S or some bullshit. I remember the Butcher, that teamwork. I do remember the Butcher. That was fucking funny shit. Next is Digimon. Now, Digimon, I do have nostalgia for. Fucking Lad says S++. Exactly. I fucking love Digimon. I want to play Digimon right now. Every fucking day I think about playing Digimon. The fucking problem is, if you want to talk about a game that has flaws, Digimon has fucking flaws. So much so that I think even in my stream I showed the fucking save file on my memory card was glitched. That's how fucking gnarly those glitches are. It fucking glitched the system. You know? Like, it is a fucking bugged game. But it's fucking fun. But then, even if you get past the glitches, you could spend a whole day training up the best Digimon ever. And then the cocksucker dies of old age on you before you can actually use him to do anything. It is a frustrating and hard fucking game. So I mean, that a game that bugged, you know, that you can't do much with a game that's broken. And yet I fucking love it. It's a top fucking 5 game. I fucking love Digimon. I don't care if it's broken or if it gets fucking harder the fucking further you go in. That game is perfection, pretty much. It is fucking the most perfectest fucking game, even with it being broken. I think it being broken is like the old Wabi Sabi. Remember Wabi Sabi? It's the imperfections that make things beautiful. That's what Wabi Sabi means. Digimon is 10 fucking truckloads of Wabi Sabi. It is so broken, but that's what makes it great. I fucking love Digimon. Oh my god. Jazz, welcome back. Noodle says E. Saving grace was the Digimon needing a poo. Nope. That's probably our first big disagreement on this one, Noodle. Lad says woo. Lad apparently agreed with me. I love Digimon. If you were talking like, if I had to rate it, actually, if I was recommending it for others, okay, yeah, it would probably drop it down. But this is me just rating it for me. I fucking love that game. Jazz, in case you missed it, I'll re-explain everything real quickly here. What we're doing is to celebrate the ending of 2019. I am ranking all the games I streamed in 2019. That's it. That's simple as that. That's a great way to end out the year. And with that said, we move on to Dracula. Maybe the fucking second biggest disappointment of 2019 as far as me remembering it being better. You know, when I played it as a kid, I remember it being like a scary game. It was tough. Playing it last year, the sound quality was still pretty good, but it wasn't super scary. And it was tough, but not fun tough. It was fucking hard as shit. Like nothing made fucking sense. Tough. Lad says D for Dracula. Noodle says Dracula gets a D because it was funny. Fucking Dracula fucking sucked. It really did. Would I play it again? Probably. I really do want to beat it at least once. I want to finish it, but otherwise, like it is a one and done game. You know, it's a game that if you beat, you would never go back to. I'm a little biased because, like, I remember it fondly from my childhood. Let's put it this way: I have a better chance of playing it than Dauntless. Apex Legends, I could probably see myself playing more than once, even though that's not a great game. But is that enough? Does it fucking... Everyone's saying D for Dracula. It might just be, but like Apex Legends, was that such a great game? Honestly, I'll probably never play that again. But you know what? At least it was a competent game. So yeah, we're gonna fucking... Dracula gets a D. A D for Dracula. It's fucking... It's just such a fucking... Such a game that's indicative of its time. Like, you can't... There's no game overs in it, blah, blah, blah. Noodle says, someone somewhere loves Dracula. Imagine. That's right. Can you imagine? There's someone out there who thinks Dauntless is probably... It's like a fucking S+ game. Like, it's some amazing fucking thing. You know, fuck that. Next, though, Final Fantasy VIII. What's the fucking point? What is the fucking point of even trying to fucking talk it out? That game, I've sunk literal months worth. Yeah, exactly, Arethius. S next. Like, I've sunk literal months worth of my time, of my life, into that fucking game. I fucking love that game. It'll never get old. It'll literally never get old. Like, every time you play it, it's such a long game that even when you play it again, it's fun. It's fresh again. You know, I fucking that game. I don't think too many people disagree. Even Noodle says I'll allow this one because it's just such a good game. Fortnite, the one that by proxy should be getting an S if we were basing it off fucking internet's rules, right? Unfortunately for me, it's not an S. It's not an S. I'd like to see you stream that again soon. I assume you're talking Final Fantasy. Yeah, FF8, I mean. I do want to. Right now, all my consoles are still left at home because the city I'm in, once winter hits, which I just snuck in on, the roads are undrivable. Like, I'm in the middle of a mountain pass sort of thing. So I can't safely get back home to get my consoles. But when the snow clears off, I'll finally be able to escape Avalanche City and fucking grab them. And when I do, Final Fantasy will be back. Abso-fucking-lutely. But, like, Fortnite clearly fucking is comparable to Apex. And it has more content. There's a lot more different game modes. You hit different cities where you fuck around. Is that enough? Not really. I think Fortnite actually loses to Apex Legends. I like the Apex Legend aesthetic a lot more. It was harder. Apex Legend was harder than Fortnite, which is, you know... But, like, I don't think I would ever play Fortnite again. Apex, I could see if I'm really bored. Yeah, so Fortnite gets a D rank as well. And with that, our first fucking Nintendo game. Applause, yeah! Our first Nintendo game. Princess Jazz says, F, please, F, I hate it. Fortnite, like, did you play Fortnite? Did you not like playing it? Or do you just hate it on principle? Because before playing it, I would have rated an F. I'm like, Fortnite, fuck Fortnite, it's cancer, all that bullshit. Playing it, I'm like, okay, I can see why people like it. I really can. Like I said, it's not something I would probably play too much, but it was enjoyable enough when I did play it. It just had no hooks. I don't think I'd ever go back for it. But now, GoldenEye 07, our first Nintendo game here. And that was from fucking when we were co-streaming all those fucking Nintendo games. And what's funny is that since those first two streams, all of our co-streams have been fucking Mario Kart. We played Mario Kart to death. But the one we all had the most fun on every fucking time was GoldenEye, man. GoldenEye had the worst controls ever. Noodle says, oh, 007, the game is shite, let's be honest. I remember we all had fucking fun. It was some of the funnest streams were 007. Jazz says, I hate it, and people are toxic on there. Yeah, I agree. The fandom around it's pretty shit, but the game itself, I don't know. Noodle says 007 is a D at best. See, I'm not feeling that. We had so much fun. Gameplay wise, the controls fucking sucked. They really did suck. And you can blame it because of the age it came from or whatever. It fucking sucked, the controls. But we still had a lot of fun playing it. You know, the levels were kind of neat the way they were set up. Looking here, like we got fucking Dark Cloud Crossout, no fucking way. Diablo, no way. I say it is a safe C. I could see myself. That's another one of those games where it just depends what mood I'm in. If I'm not in the mood, yeah, playing it, I'd be so fucking frustrated. But if I was in the mood, I would laugh my balls off playing that shit. Aricia says, anyone who was a high schooler college age during the N64 era will fight you if you put this on any less than an A. Put it on as a C. It is a C game. You gotta admit, even back then, because that game's what, fucking 96, 98, right? There was better controlling shooter games out there than that fucking thing. You know? Noodle says the game felt like a beta game a young video game developer would make during university. Like I said, the controls were shit, but I think everything else about it, and you can't be too hard on the controls because fucking it's an old game, right? Aricia says that was the dorm room multiplayer game. Incorrect. Quake was the dorm room multiplayer game. I don't remember no fucking 007. But no, I think C is good enough. Diablo is fucking something you can go back and it's different every time. 007, not so much. And it's just so fucking clunky. Even Tome, who is Mr. fucking Nintendo 007, even he was like, God damn, this is hard to play. You know, like it's fucking tough. You're younger than I am. That's true, Arethius. I am. Noodle says Quake was multiplayer. What about Doom? Doom's not fucking multi-nothing. Doom's not even multi-dimensional. Ugh. Arethius says, don't get me wrong, I don't care for GoldenEye, but I hate all shooters. And see, that's another thing, too. I actually love shooters quite a bit. I love fucking me some Metal Gear Solid, which is not really a shooter, but it kind of is. Siphon Filter. I fucking love Rising Zon. No one knows that game. I wanted to stream that game last year, and I ended up moving before I got to. You'll see that, yeah. We'll see some Rising Zon, yeah. That's a fucking great game. But no, I think C. I think it's a C. Because in the end, do I think it's better than Diablo? No. Do I think it's better than Dracula? Yes. Sounds good to me. Because if I'm talking about fucking us playing it, I would rank it higher. Right? Because we had tons of fun. Oh my god, some of the best laughs I had with you fucking guys was playing 007, where I'm laying down mines all around me so no one can fucking reach me. That was fucking funny as shit. But it's just not there. If I played it by myself, I just wouldn't have that type of fun, so I can't rate it higher. Princess Jazz says, I missed home. I hope he's okay. From what I can gather, not that it's any of my business, he is okay. He's just taking his time before he comes back. He's not in a rush to get back right now, and that's fine. That's fine. When he does come back, it's going to be great. I'm going to kick his ass at the Final Fantasy VIII challenge we're having. No fucking worries. Aricia says no one plays GoldenEye alone. No. Exactly. You see the speedrunners for GoldenEye? Because it's like apparently a great speedrunning game. It looks like shit. It looks fucking awful. Next is the one game that literally I don't think anyone saw me fucking stream. I don't fucking think anyone saw me stream Horizon Zero Dawn. I streamed the whole I was gonna say OVA. What a fucking anime nerd I am. I streamed the whole DLC in the Snow Mountains, and I don't fucking remember a single viewer popping in to talk to me. But that's not gonna affect the rating, because in the end, Horizon Zero Dawn, pretty fucking good game. Lad says, I saw the video you uploaded of it. That's right, of the boss fight from the main part of the game, and how fucking awful that fucking boss fight was. Horizon is amazing. Playing it right now, I love it. Yeah, exactly. It is a good game. It holds up. There's problems. I think they didn't do a very good job with a lot of the art direction as far as the villages and the people go. And the story felt very clunky. It almost felt like Lost, where they were trying to make it not very clear just to confuse you more, because maybe they didn't even realize. It almost felt like they were writing it on the fly. So it takes a couple of hits. I say Horizon Zero Dawn is a very safe B. I think it's a fun fucking game. Would I play it again? Maybe a bunch of years down the line, right? But that's all it was. It was just a fine game. I don't think I would ever play it again, probably. But I didn't hate it. B for Horizon Zero Dawn. Because I bought Horizon Zero Dawn and Nier Automata the same day. Because they were both games I wanted to play, and they were on sale at EB Games. I'm like, cool. So I bought them both. I played Horizon first, and then I played Nier. And Nier blew my fucking mind. Nier Automata was... And they were very similar games, too. They had a lot of fucking crossover. Ladies fighting robots, you know, it was fucking... Nier was such a good game. Maybe that's what's fucking up Horizon Zero Dawn and making me remember it being not as great. Next is fucking Jersey Devil. Jersey Devil. I love the... Lad says F. Yeah, exactly. I love the theme of Jersey Devil. I love the fucking theme. But then it's like superhero-y. That's not super Jersey Devilish. And then it's like a platformer, which I'm not super keen on anyway. I just don't enjoy those games as much. Noodle says could be the first F. The no fucking double jump. You know, you had to hold the button down extra hard to jump just a little further, but no double jump. A shitty fucking amount of lives. Because remember, like the first level, okay, we're in the grass, let's go into the fucking museum. And instantly, there's no floors. There's no fucking floors. Like, that difficulty spike was ridiculous. And then they didn't fucking explain anything in the game. Like, nothing. They didn't explain how to beat the caveman. They didn't explain how to fucking beat Pumpkinhead. They didn't, nothing. And I wasted so many lives. Nar fucking coins. Let's be realistic. Like, I'll never play Dauntless, and I'll never play Jersey Devil. But I said Dauntless gets an E because it was free. Jersey Devil, I had to pay almost $40 shipping and handling to get. And so Jersey Devil's a fucking F. I fucking love the intro. The intro is great. That fucking 4-minute video, everything else about it is fucking horrendous. So fucking, it's an F. Fuck it. F for fail. Fuck that game. Noodle says PS1 couldn't do platformers. No, I don't think that's that at all. I think there's a bunch of really good platformers for PS1. Are you kidding me? We got fucking one of the best platformers ever made, literally on the list to be ranked yet, with fucking Spyro. So you're fucking crazy. I think you're just trying to stir the pot. But with stirring the pot said, we do our second ever Nintendo game, and this is one we've all played to death, Mario Kart 64. Like, so there's GoldenEye. Here's fucking Mario Kart 64. GoldenEye, like we said, multiplayer was fun. Single player, you would probably never play single player. I would and have played single player Mario Kart because I like learning all the fucking just like Mario 64 Noodle. Yeah, debatable, exactly. Aricia says that was the multiplayer game if you wanted to have a chance to have females play with you. Yeah, exactly. How many times have I went over to fucking people's houses to go smoke pot and fucking play Mario Kart, whether it's the Wii or whatever, fuck. That is a very chick game, Arethius. You're very correct on that. But no, I mean, like, 007, great multiplayer, would never play a single player. Mario Kart, I would play the single player, because I like finding all the little secrets and cheats and shit, right? As far as, is it good enough for Crossout or Dark Cloud where I can just play hours of? No, I don't think I could play hours of fucking Mario Kart 64. I couldn't dedicate that much life to it. But it is a really good game. I think it gets a solid B. If there was a B plus, I would give it that. But since there's not, it gets a B. It was a fucking great game. It really is. Noodle says, nah, Spyro being a decent platformer is debatable. No, it's not. It's not debatable. It's really not. That's even the internet agrees with me. Mario 64 up to an A at least, says Noodle. Nah, it's like I said, Crossout, Dark Cloud, I can literally play for 24 hours straight. Mario Kart 64, you can only do like three hours, and I think you'd have to turn it off for a week. So, but it is a great game. It really is a fun fucking game. We know, like, I have Nintendo bias or whatever. You can't. That's just it's a fucking good game. Other Mario Kart games, I don't know. They could be different, but that fucking game, great game. One of the very first streaming fails I ever had was One Chanbara, Z2 Chaos. Does anyone remember fucking One Chanbara? Does anyone even fucking remember this game? I streamed this bitch. This was one of my longest streams. It was also one of the first non-Dark Cloud games I did. I think I streamed this bitch for like 4.5, almost 5 hours. And the worst part was I thought it'd be funnier if I did it with baked. So I got really baked, streamed, and what happened was I just couldn't come up with any funny jokes. So I just kind of sat there quietly playing for fucking 5 hours. It was just a failure all around the board. What's the chat saying? Aretha says, I'm still trying to get over the fact that you didn't put Dark Cloud as an S. Dark Cloud's got problems. Dark Cloud does have problems, and there is times where you just want to fucking smash the controller, and so for that I just can't do it. Dark Cloud 2 could have been better, but they fucked that even up. If you took Dark Cloud 1 and just tweaked and made what's in it better, it would have been a great game. Noodle says, yeah, I remember. Lad says, man, that was a long stream. I remember we were so tired by the end, I was fucking beat. Noodle says, you were expecting the stream to be hilarious, and it was fun, but you've also seemed so disappointed with how it went. Yeah, I thought, especially considering my sense of humor, I thought this game, which pretty much shares my sense of humor, would be perfect, especially if I got baked, because I've been told in the past I'm funnier when I'm high, right? And so I'm like, this is going to be fucking great. This game, it's chicks in bikinis fighting zombies. It's a hack and slash. It's going to be great. And it was draining. It was very draining not being funny. But it also was the first stream I did that wasn't Dark Cloud. Dark Cloud has plenty of opportunity to be funny because not a whole lot goes on in it. I found when I wanted to crack a joke, the game was almost beating me to the joke, or it was interrupting my joke with one of its shitty jokes. So it's just a very tiring stream. But we're not here to judge the stream. We're here to judge the game. And like starting off at C, everything starts at C, and I figure if it goes up or down, essentially. Do I like Dracula Fortnite? I'll never play again. And I could see myself doing that if I beat this game, for sure. But I haven't beat the game because the game is shockingly long. You know? So is it worth Apex ranking? Let me check the chat here. The game was its own joke, says Noodle. Lad says, I remember the last level we did felt like it took for... Yeah, that last level alone was almost 45 fucking minutes. And we're apparently only at like 35% of the game done. It is a shockingly long game. Noodle says, cool game, give it a C or a D. Well, that's the thing. Dracula and Fortnite, they were fun enough games, but I'll only ever play them once. One Chambar, I could still see myself playing yet, because I haven't beat it. But once I beat it, then I wouldn't give a fuck. Apex Legends, I probably wouldn't play again. Same thing with 007. So it falls somewhere in the middle. And I think just purely on its art style and its gameplay. I love hack and slash games. And I love sex jokes with the zombies and the bikinis and all that. Remember when they're at the beach and they're all in their fucking bikinis, but then the one chick there literally just has some fucking paint. She fucking, it's just a handprint on her pussy, and that's it. That's all she used for a bikini. I think that's just enough. Just that shitty, schlocky goodness. I give it a C. Although realistically, we could see if I beat the game, I could see, and if it's shit, it could drop. But right now, from what I've played, it is a C. Middle of the road. Lad says give it a CD. That's right. Next. Talk about bias. There's Rumble Roses. I am the current 6-time world record holder for speedruns in Rumble Roses. And that will affect my rating quite a bit. Realistically here, start off in the middle again. It and One Chambar are actually fairly similar. World records S, easy one. That's right. Fucking It and One Chambar are the same thing. It's chicks doing fucking easy gameplay. It's kind of fun, blah blah blah. Unlike One Chambar though, I feel One Chambar is a lot funner to play. There's a lot, you can add accessories and shit and all this. Rumble Roses is very basic. But then again, Rumble Roses was a PS2 game. And fucking One Chambar was a PS4 game. You know? So, fucking Rumble Roses isn't going to have as much fucking shit in it as One Chambar is. But does Rumble Roses really deserve to be down here with Fortnite and Dracula? I don't know. I think, unfortunately, even though it's an older game, it's a lot more bare bones, blah, blah, blah. I think it really is just an older equivalent of One Chambar. I think it's a good middle-of-the-road game. You could pick that up and play it again if you wanted to. You probably wouldn't. You know? Still can't believe that, says Noodle. Lad says Super S. It's wrestling and sexy ladies. It also has Andre the Giant shit story. That's the thing. If I was judging it on fucking streams alone, it would be a fucking an S plus. It would be fucking. That was the best laugh I've ever had on stream. Was Andre the Giant shitting himself in a fucking Japanese hotel where he shits in a fucking bathtub because it's so huge, or he lays newspaper down on his side and on the bed and shits on it. That was fucking the best laugh I've ever had on stream and could be in my life. That's a 45 fucking minute laugh video I have on YouTube from that Andre the Giant shit story. It's fucking the best. But unfortunately, as a game, I think it's a C. I haven't played the sequel. There is a sequel called Rumble Roses XX that's apparently like a lot more put together. Have not played it yet. As it stands, it is a C. Fucking saltwater sport fishing. So when Jersey Devil failed me and I needed to fucking quickly land on my feet, where did I have to go to? I went to fucking saltwater sport fishing. So you figure, okay, Jersey Devil's down here, saltwater sport fishing. Alright, is it better than Jersey Devil? Yes. Yes, it is. Is it better than Dauntless? Yes. I paid for saltwater sport fishing, and I actually enjoyed it. Is it like Dracula and Fortnite? Well, Dracula and Fortnite are pretty much one and done. They were alright games. They served a purpose. I'll never play them again. Saltwater sport fishing, I do periodically go back to. It is a fun enough game. So does that give it enough to creep up here? Is it fucking Apex Legends? No, Apex Legends is funner, but you're playing with other people, right? Lad says C. Noodle says, I was stripping wallpaper while you streamed the fishing game. I saw none of it. Exactly. It was a good game. It was good. It had a fucking good soundtrack, right? Would I see Apex Legends and 007, they're only here because of multiplayer. If I was playing that shit alone, I'd rate them much worse. One Chan Bar and Rumble Roses, they're only here because they're just fucking blasé games. You know, they're fun. They're actually funner to play when you're alone than, you know, embarrassed playing in front of others. I think saltwater sport fishing does get a C. C is starting to build up a lot, but it really is a game I could honestly go back and play more every once in a while. It's a fun fucking game. The soundtrack's good. I play a lot of fishing games, actually. I remember mentioning that once in one of my Dark Cloud streams. I was making fun of the Final Fantasy 15 fishing game, Monsters of the Deep. I was making fun of that. I said, I play a lot of fishing games, man. Fucking saltwater sport fishing is a great fucking fishing game. Oh shit, I moved my whole template. Oh my goodness. Next is fucking Soul Calibur 3. Soul Calibur 3, gameplay wise, is not much better than Soul Calibur 2. You know, they actually introduced more characters, so they made it almost worse than Soul Calibur 2. And in Soul Caliburs 4, 5, and 6, you can fucking create guys and build up their stats and shit, which you couldn't do in number 3. You can only create guys in number 3. Aretha says, for a channel called Trash and Treasure, we sure do have a lot of middle-of-the-road games here. Arethius, remember those words. Remember those words from me, friend. Remember, Noodle seconds him too. Remember those words, guys. Just trust me on this one. Soul Calibur 3. Soul Calibur 3, like I said, fighting-wise, not as good as number 2. And creation-wise, not as full as 4, 5, and 6. But has the fucking greatest non-arcade mode game mode of any Soul Calibur game. You think Soul Calibur 4, they got the Tower of Souls. Soul Calibur 5 has the fucking the stupid twin storyline with the brother sister. Soul Calibur 6 has you like it's a prequel, you know, and you're trying to fucking figure out the whole story. Fuck it. Number 3 had fucking Chronicle of the Swords, which was amazing. And for that, I don't even think it gets a B. I think it goes straight to fucking A. That fucking game is so good just because of that. If they fucking took Soul Calibur 6 or even Soul Calibur 4, because the stat boosting you do for creative characters, and rolled it into fucking that Chronicle of the Sword mode, it would be the best Soul Calibur game ever. It really would. And now, on to fucking Spyro the Dragon, which I'm clearly biased on, as it's another speedrun I'm trying to go for. Unlike fucking Rumble Roses, though, people actually play Spyro. And so fucking I really have to practice my speed run on this. But I remember the one I streamed, the run on it, I did not bad. I didn't come in last. And that was without any sort of practice or optimization. So I can honestly see myself with some fucking optimization and with a shitload of practice, I could see myself being fucking somewhat competitive. Ignoring that fact, it is a fun fucking game. One of the best soundtracks of any fucking video game I know of. Fucking just a fun game, little shortish. Like I said, when I streamed it there, I beat it in like a minute, hour 45. But I think it's a fucking great game. I would also put it at S. I think it's a fucking absolute treasure. Sadly, I have no nostalgia with it, says Noodle. It's a shame. It is a fucking fun little game. Absolutely. And I beat it in an hour 45. I wasn't 100%ing it. There's so much fucking shit out there. So much strategy and hard games, man. Noodle says middle of the road. Lad says nice. Yeah. Speaking of platformers that are famous, it's fucking Super Mario 64, which was probably my second most frustrating stream. You know, third would probably be One Chanbara, because I just, the jokes weren't landing and it was hard. Jersey Devil was fucking frustrating because I paid money, but it is the most frustrating. Super Mario 64, man. Super Mario 64 was so bad. So bad. And fucking Lad and Tome were there. Fucking Noodle and Tome were there, egging me on. This is a fucking good game. Hey, come on, man! It's the fucking greatest game ever made. I was like, no, it's not. It's shit. I was falling through fucking like glitches in the floors and shit. It was so fucking tough. I'll never fucking play it again. Is it there with Fortnite? No, I had somewhat fun with Fortnite, and Dracula was somewhat fun too. Was it as bad as Dauntless? I don't know, man. Dauntless was free. You know what I'm saying? Super Mario 64 could have been fun. It really could have been fun. Because some of the gameplay, like on that first level, when you're jumping around and shit, is pretty fucking fun. But it's just so fucking stupidly hard. Fuck it. It gets an E. Not as bad as Jersey Devil. Nothing will be as bad as Jersey Devil. I don't think we're ever going to see an F. But that's... I think what made it worse, maybe. Maybe I'm being unfair. Hold up now. Maybe I'm being unfair. Because I think what made it exceptionally worse is the hype that came with it. Everyone said that this game is the fucking shiznit. You're gonna love it. People speedrun it. It's the fucking best game. Everyone swears by it. And yet it was so dog shit. So is that unfair of me? As it stands though, man, it really is. I don't, like, Noodle says here too. Noodle says you said you were gonna try to complete it. I still want to, because it is such a well-known game. But fuck, was it miserable. It was miserable. Lad says super F. Arithi says F, the beginning of the end of fun Mario games. Look at that. I can agree with that, Arethius, man. That's actually a really smart way of putting it. They took a fun character from a fun type of game, and they just tried crushing into other shit. Let's make Super Mario 64. Let's make fucking Mario RPG. Let's make... No. Too bad Crash Bandicoot didn't learn his lesson from fucking Mario. Just stick to what you know, bitch. Lad says, there you go, Noodle, it's an E. Yeah, I couldn't rate it an F. Because in the end, there was parts of it that were still fun. Jersey Devil was miserable the whole time. Mario games should have just stayed 2D. That's right. Like Paper Mario. Fucking... Noodle says, jokes aside, I genuinely cannot see how SM64 can be disliked. Well, I disliked it. And you were there. You got to watch me dislike it. It was not fun. A Mario game is supposed to be fun. And it was not fun. Oh, look, even Aretha says, Noodle, you watched me stream it. You saw it. So look, even Aretha, it's not fun. It just wasn't fun. It had parts of it that could have been fun, like the little slide races and collecting this, jump, hoop. It was just not. It wasn't fucking good. I saw it and was confused, says Noodle. It's believable. It just wasn't a fucking... It could have been there. But, remember, even on the stupid... the penguin snow level with the wooden bridge that goes back and forth. And, I'm on it and I fall through and die for no reason. It's just not fun, man. Noodle says, I'm watching and I'm thinking, just don't fall down the hole again. Stop falling off. Yeah, exactly. Well, you know what, though, Noodle? That's like saying fucking Princess Jazz or one of us watching you play Final Fantasy and we're pulling our fucking hair out. Don't say that, or don't talk to that guy, or why'd you use that move? You know? You know the game more, so you have the logic, but it just wasn't good. Anyway. Sucks for Mario 64, but we all kind of expected it to end there. Urusei Yatsura. That was another one that was kind of miserable. Noodle playing Chrono Trigger. Tome was having a fit. Yeah, exactly. Just freaking the fuck out, eh? And I remember fucking Jazz was freaking out when Noodle was playing fucking 15 as well. Final Fantasy 15. Oh, fuck. Urusei Yatsura was a stream. I streamed this game for 2 hours, 45 minutes. And I think Noodle was the only one to show up. And he was so uninterested. It was a fucking terrible stream. But in the end, you can't be too hard on it. Because in the end, they didn't really actually make the game in the end. They made the game, and at the last minute, the people who hold the copyright to Urusei Yatsura, which is an anime if you don't know, said, you can't use it. you can't use our copyright. So they switched it last minute to, what was it, like Momoko 120%, where you're a little girl shooting up a mall. So at the end, it wasn't a complete game. You can't be too hard on it. I give it an E as well. I give it an E, just for it being interesting. If I was playing Momoko 120, it would be an F. But because it's based on an anime that I kind of enjoy, I give it an E, just barely. Noodle says Mario Bros. 3 is a strange one, Ori. I love that game, but I can't beat it for shit. God, we're getting to the end there, just like that. Next is fucking World of Tanks. I like World of Tanks. So you got to start in the middle. I like World of Tanks. Would I play it again? Yes. Is it a perfect game? No. But I don't think it's a game you could think too much about. I think I'm just going to fuck all the playing around. I'm going to give it a nice B. Was that the anime schoolgirl platformer? Yes, Noodle. You're a Sayet, sir. It was. You remember that game, right? How fucking frustrated I was? In fact, you know what? You know what? I'm remembering the game. I actually, it was less. I'm sitting here thinking about it, right? And I'm like, yeah, it's fun. It's based off the. No, you know what? That game was fucking miserable. I honestly, Jersey Devil, gameplay wise, is probably more playable than that fucking game. You know what I'm saying? That is a fucking F. I changed my mind. World of Tanks could still be a fucking B, but your Sayat Circus dropped to an F. Fuck that. Fuck that game. Oh shit, just fucking 2 left here. World of Warships. Oh, you think it would go with World of Tanks, but you'd be wrong. Me and Noodle had fun. That was me and Noodle's very first co-stream, was World of Tanks. And I remember too, we'd only talked a little bit before that. I think we only played it ourselves off stream once together, so we didn't even have much chemistry. That was a fucking fun stream just because we were so, not butting heads, but just so out of sync. We're just so not feeling each other out. Fucking Noodle says, what a good game. I think for me, I think I would put it down, because I've played it since, or I've played it by myself. Is it fun by yourself? No. Is it fun multiplayer? Yeah. So I think it gets a C. World of Tanks is fun. You could play that by yourself and enjoy it. You couldn't with fucking World of Warships. No way. And then there was one. Fucking world's scariest police chases. Lad says God tier just for John Bennell. Exactly. I'm John Bennell, and if you put me in F rank, I'll F you in jail. I fucking love John Bennell. It was a fun game. It got a little stupid though towards the end. Remember all of a sudden when we were like a bank fighting? It should have just been police chases, I felt. I don't know. That is a tough one. That is a fucking tough one. But God, we had so much fun playing it just because of the John Bennell-ness of it. That's fucking tough. That is tough because the gameplay itself was fun, but then the stuff they had you doing in game, like story wise, was pretty shit. Lad says, oh yeah, the bomb run you had to do was hard. Yeah, and it just made no sense. Like they wanted to create a storyline all of a sudden. What's the point? I say it gets a D. Chasing that guy in the limo, yeah, exactly. But remember, the only fun we had was because of John Bennell. If you ignore the fun we were having on stream, was the game that fun? It was kind of fucking middling. I could see that being just like Dracula. You beat it once, you'd never touch it again, probably. And that's that. That's what I feel about that. What do you guys think? I think for the most part, everyone was kind of agreeing with me. Lad says D for disorderly conduct. This man gave us the D. He'll be getting plenty of D. behind bars. Fucking chopping now. Fucking Noodle says, nah, quite a shit game. E. An F even. No. It was fun. The driving and shooting part was really fun. It was just the story fucking was awful. Like, if they just had us literally do hard chases for every mission, I would just love it. It would be a fucking B game. But I think everyone agreed with me. Now, however, Arethius said something. Good list, says Lad. Perfect. Arethius said something. And Noodle agreed with him, too. He said, you're trash and treasure. This is a very middling list for that sort of thing, right? Like, shouldn't you be rating it differently? Shouldn't everything be trash and or treasure? Everything's in the middle. How could you possibly do that? And that's why I decided to do this. We're going to fucking rate this shit real quick, real simple right off the hop. Where's my fucking chat box? I don't like how small it is. I'm increasing the size of my chat box. Reese says, haha, perfect. Yes. Because you know what? Anyone can fucking look at this, and it's confusing, right? Because I remember I had reasons for each one of these games. This is super fucking simple. This is going to be really easy. Let's fucking start alphabetically here. Apex Legends. Apex Legends is going to be the first neither. It's neither trash or treasure. It's a fucking whatever game. Who gives a fuck? Crossout. 110% treasure. No. Fucking Noodle says trash. No, man. Crossout is a fucking treasure. It's a national treasure because it's from Russia. So it's Soviet treasure, for fuck's sake. Dark Cloud. Dark Cloud also, just like Crossout, it is... Should have done trash or treasure straight up. Yeah, there's certain games, though, that just aren't trash or treasure. Like Apex Legends, that's not a trash game per se. But it's not treasure by any means. So it's neither. You couldn't do it. I maybe could have gotten rid of the both section. But there, you gotta have a neither section. It's neither trash nor treasure. You know, Apex Legends. But Dark Cloud's a treasure. Crossout's a fucking treasure. Dauntless is abso-fucking-loot trash. It is so trash. Oh my god, is it awful. I really wish I never played it. Outside of having so much fun when we decided to stop playing it and just bug all the other users. That was the fucking funnest part. Otherwise, that fucking sucked. Diablo's a fucking treasure. You can't say otherwise. It just is what it is. What the fuck? Digimon, once again, fucking treasure. A lot of treasures here, alphabetically so far. Just treasure. Dracula's hard, because you want to say, Aretha says you're going to run out of space. Whatever, I'll start doubling up. I'll start fucking doubling up. Dracula should be trash. Look, even Noodles like trash. The problem is, man, is that for the time, it was fucking decent. It won a lot of awards. It really did. It made a lot of sales. But it is fucking trash. Yes, like Lad just said, I think it's really the whole reason I had a both section was just for Dracula, because it really is both. It is a fucking trash game, but you know. What's next? Final Fantasy VIII. Well, that's fucking treasure. We really are gonna run out of room. God damn. Who would have figured? There's nothing I can do about that either. Oh well. What's next? Fortnite. Fortnite is trash. Fortnite's trash. And it's trash for a very specific reason. Because the game itself can be like fun, easy, blah blah blah, whatever. It has done so much damage for everything else. You know, it's such a shitty game. It really fucking wrecked an industry. So fuck Fortnite. 007. If you ask the general public, I'm sure they would consider it a treasure. For me, it's not, but it's also not trash either. And I don't really consider it both. So it gets neither. Overlay, lad. What are you talking about? What are you talking about, overlay? Are you talking like overlaying the titles? Yeah, I could do that. If it gets so full. We're gonna need it for treasure. Apparently I played a lot of fucking treasure 2019. Look at that. Look at that. Cool. There we go. That'll work. What's next? What the fuck is next? Horizon Zero Dawn. Nah. It was good. Was it really a treasure? I don't know. You ask Jazz, and there's a lot of people who say it was. There was a video there just 2-3 days ago because they released Horizon Zero Dawn on PC. Now, after 3 years, it's been a PlayStation exclusive. And fucking some guy destroyed his fucking room about it. He was so mad that PC players now get to play it. What the fuck is the point? You know, I remember getting mad when Snake from Metal Gear Solid showed up in Smash Bros. Same thing when Cloud did, actually, because those were PlayStation games. I didn't smash my room about it. Ugh. Noodle says, just put SM64 in trash and be done with it. Listen, we're doing this alphabetically. It can sit there and act like it's not going to be put in trash. In the end, I think Horizon Zero Dawn's neither. It's neither trash nor treasure. It's a fucking alright game. Jersey Devil is fucking 110% trash. That's trash incarnate. Mario Kart 64 is a fucking treasure. It really is. It's a fucking great game. And it being broken, it's broken in the right way, where all of a sudden I can do shortcuts and shit. It's a fun game. One Chanbara. One Chanbara. It gets to be both. Because in the end, it's like the 8th or 7th fucking game in the franchise. Like, it's big deal. But it is fucking inherently trashy. So it gets both. It can be both. Rumble Roses, ready for this? Rumble Roses. It's a trash game. I love it. I love the game. But the game itself is trash. The fighting is not all that fun. It's literally just, let's fucking build some semi-attractive polygons and fucking have them fight. It's not a fucking fun game. The story's not that fun. It's just a fun idea. And is that enough? No, it's trash, but I love that game. Arethia says both. I can't feel that. There's nothing about it that's really treasury. Unless you were thinking, because there'll probably never be a game like it ever again. You know, it is like a time capsule. You know, it gets both, but just barely. It really is trash. What's next? Saltwater sport fishing. Saltwater sport fishing is not good enough to be a treasure, but it's not trash, and I wouldn't consider it both. It gets neither, just because it's just such an odd outlier. You can't rank it. It is what it is. Soul Calibur 3 is fucking treasure. Don't even pretend. You heard my impassioned fucking speech about it. That game is fantastic. Spyro, same fucking thing. It's just an absolute fucking treasure, and I can't wait to stream it again sometime. It's fucking great. Probably the biggest fucking piece of trash there is on this list. That's being hyperbolic. Let's be realistic here. That fucking is trash. We knew it was going to be trash. It's fucking trash. Urusai Yatsura? No, we just figured this out last time too. It itself is fucking trash. Look, this trash section is building up huge all of a sudden. Noodle says, this goes to show that we need more trash in your streams. Yeah, what the fuck? This is feeling a little out of balance. A little bit. A lot of neithers here. But then again, 2 of those neithers were fucking co-streams, and one no one saw, and the other one fucking was a rage quit from fucking Jersey Devil. Aretha says, this is Noodle's way of trying to get more Mario 64. That is true. Noodle wants to get the Dauntless team back together. He wants me and Lad to fucking get all suited up and jump back into Dauntless with him. What's left? World of Tanks? World of Tanks is good, but is it a treasure? Lad says, fuck that. Lad's like, I'm not playing Dauntless ever again. I'm going to go on a limb. I'm going to say World of Tanks is a treasure, because you got to remember, too, by nowadays standards, not really. That game's old as fuck, man. That game is like well over 10 years old, and it's still trucking. It's great. What about World of Warships? Same thing? Nah. World of Warships is not trash or it's not good enough. Just like saltwater sport fishing, it's middle of the road. No one, fuck it. And finally, World's Scariest Police Chases. It's pretty trash. Let's be real, it is pretty trash. But John Bennell actually put his voice on it. So for that, John Bennell is a fucking treasure. You can't call John Bennell trash. So that's the only thing that saves it. It gets a both. Oh no, where the fuck? There it is. And that's that. That is the actual ranking as far as I saw. That was our 2019 right there. You know? That's actually it. Not bad. Nice, says Lad. Yeah, I think so. I think that is nice. Fucking good amount of trash. A lot of treasure. But then again, think about my trash streams. Dauntless. Did anyone watch that? No. Fortnite. Did anyone watch that? No. Jersey Devil. I had a couple people, but it was embarrassing. Super Mario 64. That was just Noodle and Tome bullying me the whole time. Urusai Yatsura. No one watched that. So yeah, I am trash and treasure, but it's hard to play trash when you know no one's going to watch it. You know? It's hard to be faithful to just yourself. Noodle says, what's in the pipeline for 2020 then? Well, so far we've done Stalker. We did Pokemon Christmas. We did SNK Gals Fighters. What else did we do? We did some League of Legends technically. Those are all fun, but I think we need... I think I agree with you guys. I want to see a lot more trash. And I still got a lot more treasure coming down the pipe too. I want to go back. I want to do Digimon. You'll see that again. You will see Final Fantasy VIII again. Spyro you're going to see again. And so Rumble Rose you're going to see again. Because I got speed runs to do in both of those. As far as new games go, Twisted Metal 2 will be doing a speed run shortly, hopefully. There's this fucking horrible looking fucking game called Kudelka, which is like, it's like they took Resident Evil but then put it in a castle, but then also made all the fighting a strategy RPG. So you're walking around this creepy castle with monsters and like picking up items and shit, but then when you actually gotta fight one, it turns into like a magic casting, gun shooting RPG. So Kudelka's gotta be on there. Lad says Final Fantasy VII is perfect trash. I thought about doing Final Fantasy VII maybe, but it wouldn't be until I beat 8. You know? Same thing with 10. I really wanted to do 10, but probably not till I beat 8. I don't want to have too many games on the go, too many long games. But no, like I said, I want to do a lot more trash type games too. Noodle says, will we see any more first playthroughs? Yes. There will be a lot more of that this year, just because, like I said, I want to do more trash. Like Kudelka, that'll be my first time playing that fucking game. Absolutely. Parappa, or maybe not Parappa, maybe Jammy Lammy. I want to fucking do that because no one in my fucking Discord knew who the fuck I was talking about. Lad says maybe a Sonic game. Ugh, I don't know about that. Sonic was never good. Noodle says, are any more trash tries N64? Well, I would like to beat fucking Super Mario 64 if I can get through it, you know? So we're going to be seeing a lot of games that I have played, but hopefully I want to bring a bunch of new games to it. And like I said, like you guys even point out, I want to bring more trash games to it, you know? I think that shit would be fucking fun on a bun. There's so many fucking bad games. I'm looking at my list here of fucking games I got. And I got like Battle Wheels. Does anyone remember Battle Wheels for the fucking Atari Lynx? It was like a first-person Twisted Metal type game, and it was just fucking sucked. And like if your car blows up, all of a sudden you're like running around as cars drive around. It's just fucking shit. But no, there's just so many fucking fun little games. But I don't want to hype it up too much in case I don't get around to them. Like, you know what? I do, and this is a guarantee, because I don't know if anyone remembers this game. I will be streaming what could be my number one all-time video game this year. And I will be streaming it sooner than later. My number one, any console, any year, any type video game. I'm going to have so much fun doing that shit. I really, every time I play that shit, I get all goosebumpy, I get teary. It's a fucking great game. But I don't want to spoil it. Noodle says, GTA 5 with me? Fuck yes. I just bought fucking GTA 5 before I moved. And so I really want to play that with fucking Noodle. I think that'll be funny as fuck. What else? There was another game, too, I wanted to play with Noodle. I can't remember. Oh, never mind, says Lad. Yeah, what the fuck? GTA 5? Why not? Why not? See how long it takes for me to get banned off that fucking game. But yeah, no, there's just so many fucking like trash games that I want to try for a first time as far as blind playthroughs go. Has anyone heard of Soul of the Samurai? You know, I technically I played that for like a couple of minutes just to see if it worked. Fucking great game. Bushido Blade, I played that. That was a fucking great game. Like, there was so many fucking games. I can't wait. I would love to do Silent Hill, just a single stream of Silent Hill. Who knows if I'm still streaming by October. That gives me a whole month of horror games to do. How fun will that be? Has anyone remember fucking Rival Schools? I want to do some Rival Schools. I think that'd be fucking fun. Noodle says Dark Cloud? No, Dark Cloud's done. Unless that is the other game, actually. Yeah, Dark Cloud was the game I wanted to do with you, because I want to do that fucking Demon Shaft race. But that's it. Otherwise, I'm done streaming Dark Cloud. Dark Cloud was great. There was 21 fucking streams we did of it. That's more than enough. And that's with me cheating my balls off. Ray Tracers? Does anyone remember Ray Tracers? Where you're in like little sporty fucking tuner cars, but you're fighting aliens and military by like ramming them and shit? Does anyone remember that? There's so many fucking great games I got coming down the pipe. Parasite Eve. I'd love to play Parasite Eve. That's a treasure. That's not trash. That's a treasure. So many fucking fun games here. I was thinking about doing a Metal Gear Solid one, just one night, one Metal Gear Solid run, bam, right through the fucking thing. But anyway, enough speculation. Like I said, plenty of fucking fun stuff to come for 2020. Absolutely.